Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 PS Vita PSN review thingy. Basically this is another game like Top Darts where the game's actually on the PlayStation and on the PlayStation Vita. I'm going to be doing the Vita revision purely because the Vita is the newer system at the end of the day and it is the same game. One of the weird things though is the fact that when you play the game they've got two different control methods despite being the same game and despite pretty much having the same buttons, because with a PlayStation 3, you hold R2 to accelerate, L2 to brake, and the analog moves. On this, it's the right analog that accelerates, that decelerates and brakes, and the left analog to move. And it's a little weird, it really is, because it's the same game, so why make two different control methods? However, one of the things I did notice when I put the game on was I put it on the Vita first, I beat the first race, got a 3-star rating, got a trophy, put it on my PlayStation 3 the next day to see how different it was. Immediately got the same trophy and immediately had the same 3-star rating. That is incredibly cool. This is what I was hoping to have happen with Vita games, that you'd be able to, use them for both and continue on the go. And it's the type of thing that, as much as I hate Call of Duty, Sony will win the handheld war just simply by making a Call of Duty game, or working with Activision obviously, where you can unlock kit and upgrade and prestige and that on the go, on train rides and all that, because that alone will sell 3G units. Either way though, I'm talking about MotorStorm. I'm talking about a game series I actually like, and I don't just like MotorStorm, I love MotorStorm. I think the handheld version, the PSP one, Arctic Edge, was far better than the other three, but I still love all four of them overall. And this game isn't anything like MotorStorm because it's more of a micro machine, rally racer type game. I think it's called Rally Racing X, I might be getting mixed up. Championship Sprint, that's what I was thinking of. Rally Racing X is a totally different game. Championship Sprint. And I've always loved those sorts of games, and I love MotorStorm, so I thought I'll love this. And sure enough, I love this. It works incredibly well. You've got quite a bit of content because there's 48 48 challenges, not tracks, 48 challenges. Nearly made a big mistake there. To play through, and there's a load of different cars you can get, and then there's going to be some hefty DLC coming out as well to lengthen the game. And there's 4 different modes, which is quite simply, you get race mode, you get hot lap, which is obviously you play on a lap and try to get a good time, and you play against ghosts. You get pursuit mode, where the whole point is to pass everyone else, which I always, when I see those modes, I always think, so it's a race mode, because the whole point of a race is to pass everyone else and win. And then you get drift mode as well, which is more to do with style of driving rather than driving well. It's about sliding around the place. The game is incredibly long for what you get, and the fact that you get both versions, the PlayStation and the Vita, for the same price is amazing. If you're a fan of MotorStorm or Championship Sprint games or things like that, it's well worth checking out because I personally love it. And there's nothing else really that I could say about it other than that when the DLC comes out, I'll most likely review it if it's just new tracks and karts. Well, I see a kart, it's not really a kart game. Cars and things like that, because it's a very basic game that there's very little to say about it. I mean, graphically it looks okay, sound-wise it sounds good, but it is just a bog-standard little dinky download racing game. And if you like those sorts of games, you'll love them. If not, you won't. One of the things I can mention is how there is no online player, but you can actually get your scores, and your scores are always auto-updated, and you can challenge people and things like that and upload them to crap network sites. And one of the other things that I've heard about the game, and I can only assume it's coming with a DLC, is that you're going to be able to play the game as against the PlayStation 3. It's going to have cross-play. And to be fair, I'll quickly mention as well, there's 98 models overall, but I do have 2 of the DLC ones there, so they mightn't be included in the beginning. But anyway, here on Recreation. When you go to Recreation on the PlayStation 3, you get Time Attack and you get Multiplayer. On the Vita, you get Time Attack and you get Free Play. So I can only assume it's coming as part of the DLC, but I have heard that you will be able to play versus PS3 gamers, and you can have it as like a separate screen to yourself. And when that comes out, I hope I'll be able to do it as part of the DLC review, because it's a really cool feature that I can't wait to come out. It's, again, part of the reason why I was hoping the Vita would be everything they promised it would be. So, until those vids, I will, well, leave you be. So there we go then. That's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead, I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid, or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, If you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel, because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe, because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.